Welcome to Letting Go, a yoga stretch for beginners practice. My name is Eckstrom, co-founder of Inner Dimension, an online streaming platform for yoga, meditation, and daily wisdom. There you can find all of my classes and programs on demand. Follow the link below for a free 10-day trial. When you join, you get access to 1,000 classes, not just with me, but with other incredible instructors. Plus, be sure to click that YouTube subscribe button so that we can keep spreading yoga and meditation around the world for free. Let's begin. Welcome to this beginner yoga stretch practice. For this class, I'm going to suggest that you have a yoga strap somewhere nearby your mat. If you don't have a strap, that's totally fine. You can use a towel, a scarf, or just a regular belt instead. Have that to the right side of your mat, and then go ahead and come onto hands and knees. Bring the big toes together, open the knees out wide, and stretch the hips back toward the sitting bones. Now, for many people, child's pose is a pretty uncomfortable position, especially in the beginning. So you might stack the hands and rest the forehead on your stacked hands so you don't have quite as far to go. If you prefer the full variation, you can extend the arms forward and rest the forehead down toward the mat. Find a place that feels right for you and start to press the sitting bones back toward the heels as you close the eyes and deepen the breath. And it's been said that letting go is the action of heroes. And so as we stretch into the body, there can be a tendency to cling, to tighten, to resist, or even defend. And stretching into the tight corners of the body brings up vulnerability as we look at places that are needing our kind attention. Remember, as we move through this practice, that letting go is the action of heroes, and see if you can find ways to soften into and around the physical tension that you begin to notice. And so often we're supported in softening around that tension by tapping into the breath. And so imagine that you could send your breath into the places that feel restricted or even inaccessible. And knowing that there's nothing about you that needs to be changed or fixed. And the opportunity is to stay with things that feel uncomfortable while also knowing that we're not interested in pain, and you're the only one that knows the difference. And so evolving and developing a new relationship to discomfort. Asking yourself, can I be with this? As you pull the breath a little bit deep. And so from here, we'll move on. On an inhale, rise up to tabletop position, knees underneath hips, wrists underneath shoulders. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. We'll just get a little bit of movement in. Exhale, round the spine, hang the head, and tuck the tail. 2 more times. Inhale, pull the heart through the gateway of the chest. Exhale as you round, hang the head, spread the shoulder blades. Final time, inhale, heart high, sitting bones lift. Exhale as you tuck the pelvis, lift the navel, hang the head. On an inhale, come back to a flat back, reach the right arm to the sky, take an inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, laying the right temple down toward the floor. Most of us will probably stay right here. Some people like to lift the left arm to the sky and bind the left hand behind the back. It's an option, but it is not necessary. If that feels like too much, then just leave the left hand on the floor in front of you, in front of your face. And we're just going to take a journey through the body today. So you already stretch through the tops of the feet and into the hips. Maybe for some of us, that child's pose tapped into the quadriceps or the calves. You articulated the spine, and now you're touching into the shoulders and maybe a little bit into the neck. If the left hand went behind the back, inhale the left arm to the sky. Place the left hand down on the floor in front of the face. Circle the right arm back up toward the ceiling. Take an inhale. And then exhale the right hand down onto the earth. Inhale the left arm to the sky as you switch sides. And then exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. And this side might be different. So not expecting each side to be the same. The option here to stay with the right hand in front of the face or reach the right arm to the sky, maybe bind the right hand behind the back, but if this is your less dominant side, you might notice that you have a little less space, a little more restriction, and so you might need to be a little more tender with yourself. Following the rhythm of your breath, never restricting the breath, and knowing that as your breath remains balanced and even, it's one of the ways that we're going to smooth out those areas of tension. If your right hand went behind your back, reach your right arm back up to the sky. Place your right hand down onto the earth. Sweep your left arm back up. Take an inhale, open the chest. And then exhale your left hand down onto the mat. Sweep your feet to the side. Come onto your sitting bones and then bring your legs in front of you, bringing the soles of your feet together. As the soles of your feet come together, hug your heels in, reach forward, hook your big toes with your first two fingers, wrap your elbows down, take an inhale, lift your heart, your chest, and then exhale, lean the heart, the chest forward. So this is a variation of a forward fold that gets into the inner thighs. Now imagine that the heart could move beyond the big toes, and then you never push the knees down toward the floor. Use the outer hips to wrap the outer thighs down, and your job is not to get the legs toward the floor. One of my favorite philosophers of mythology, Michael Meade, says, sometimes safety is going to places we fear most. And for you, maybe you fear slowing down. Maybe these are the kinds of practices that you avoid. Or maybe there are just certain places in the body that you've been avoiding, and this practice is going to reveal those. And oftentimes as we go to those places, we start to see that it's okay, that we can be safe. The thing that we've avoided was actually not as scary as we thought it might have been. And so taking care of yourself, inhale, lift your way back up. Take your hands outside your knees, spin the soles of your feet flat, scoot your sitting bones forward, have your strap nearby, and recline onto your back. As you recline onto your back, reach your left leg straight and hug your right knee into your chest. Now you might lift your head and look forward, flex your left toes towards your face as if you were standing on the ground with that left leg. Then take your strap and place your strap over the sole of your right foot, and with one side of the strap in each hand, send your right leg up toward the sky, toward your version of straight. Slide your hands enough down the strap that your upper back can be resting on the floor. Now, for the majority of the population, this is the safest way to open up into the hamstrings. The spine, supine on the floor, is not experiencing any kind of negative rounding. And as you kick the heel toward the sky and you draw the right toes toward the face, you're able to stretch into the back of the right leg without jeopardizing the spine and the back body. And so if you're someone that has a lot of low back pain, if you're someone that has any bulging discs, this is the safest way for you to stretch the backs of your legs. Take several breaths here. And your job is not to get the leg up and over your head. You're just here to breathe and to be. Taking several moments to reveal those places in the body, knowing that with yin yoga, which is the kind of stretching that you're doing here, it takes time to yield results. You're not going to see it overnight. You're not going to see it in one practice. We've got to visit this again and again. Keep what you have, take both ends of your strap into your left hand and reach your right arm out to the right. Keep that and then rotate your right toes so that they point towards your left shoulder. So you're rotating the head of the femur in the hip socket. Now keep the back of the right hip grounded to the earth. And with your right toes aiming towards your left shoulder, just start to cross the right leg over the body to the left. And we're gonna get into the IT band, that outer edge of the right thigh. And so kind of a silly variation of this, people will say that IT stands for it's tight. You're gonna notice it at your own stopping point. And if you start to cross the leg way over the body and you still don't feel anything, try to move those right toes towards your left ear. And take several breaths, noticing that the back of your right hip is still sealing down toward the floor. Are you breathing? On an inhale, come back through the center. Release the strap, hug the right knee into the chest, and then for a moment, send the right leg straight forward to meet the left. Let the feet go. And just notice any difference. Not to judge it, not to label it, you're just noticing. Right to left. Then we'll switch. Flex the right foot toward the face, reach down, hug the left knee into the chest. And then drop the back of the head down toward the earth. Take your strap, slip it over the sole of your left foot this time. Send your left leg toward the sky. And you might notice, okay, this side is different. Slide your upper arm bones down so that your upper back is resting on the earth. Flex your left toes towards your face. And then as you draw the left toes towards you, can you firm the left femur bone away from you, the left thigh away from you? And then take several breaths here. And you watch and you witness what happens. Tension starts to creep into the jaw. So notice you have a little bit of space between your upper and your lower teeth. Notice that you haven't forgotten about your extended right leg. The toes are still flexing towards you. That leg is active. It's part of the pose, the posture. And then as you breathe, you might find that you gain a little bit of space, little micro movements to draw the leg a little closer. And just trusting that somewhere in the range of about 30 to 50% of your effort is enough. It doesn't have to be more than that to be effective. Gather both ends of the strap into the right hand this time. Stretch your left arm out to the left side to anchor you. Rotate your left toes till they're pointing towards your right shoulder. Keep the back of the left hip sealing down onto the earth and then start to cross the left leg over to the right. And you should find that a little bit is enough, that you don't need a lot here to create sensation. And again, if you do have a lot of space, try to pull those toes towards your right ear, and you might find that you activate something that before was a little bit sleepy. And patience, building patience, knowing that behaviors produce outcomes over time. So you're just shifting your behavior back to center, these poses, maybe these still moments, stretching in general that you used to avoid. Hug the left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg forward to meet the right. Let go of the strap and just notice any differences left to right side. Rebend the knees, hug the knees in. Drop both knees to the right, take a twist as you open the left arm to the left side. Come back through center, drop both knees up and over to the left as you reach the right arm to the right side. Inhale back to center, give the knees a squeeze, and then rock yourself forward and back to sit. As you rise to sit, bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin and sense the ways that you let go in order to move through this practice today. That this practice is about not focusing on immediate outcomes, but long-term outcomes. Each time you show up, it makes a difference. There's a ripple effect and an impact. Let that come with you today. Blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this letting go practice, a yoga stretch for beginners. Drop a comment, let me know how it was for you. And if you like classes like this, then pop over to Inner Dimension by following the link below where you can find so many more. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.